the elephant in the room, man. The elephant in the room, right? You know what I'm talking about? Now, when I speak on shit, I don't speak on shit that ain't already been talked about. That ain't already been reported. That ain't already been said. That ain't already been thought about. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker just ain't said it. To you. You know what I'm saying? You might have, you know what I'm talking about? You done heard this, heard that. You done saw this, saw that. But, you know, sometimes people don't say the shit people be thinking. You know what I'm talking about? And, you know, you got a few people that do. So basically, you know, when you look at the first sentence, if you gay, you can make it to the top. Now, first of all, I don't got no problem with people that's on the other side. Male, female, don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I got a little sister. She's gay. Pretty sure. Well, yeah, I do. I got one family member, you know, male, he gay. You know what I'm saying? We all know somebody that's, you know, on the other side. Whether you went to school with them, related to them, you know what I'm talking about, you know them from church or just whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let me go and get that out the way first, man. This ain't no homophobic shit. This ain't no hate speech. This ain't no anti-LGBTQ or whatever. It's just some real shit. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I know y'all see on TV in all the videos, damn near all the videos, all the TV shows, commercials, even goddamn Disney, even Disney cartoons and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Even little house like PG-13 shit. They squeeze it in there some kind of way. You know what I'm talking about? And that is same gender like interaction. You know what I'm saying? Fornication, whatever word you want to say. I'm trying not to say the actual word too many times, you know what I'm talking about, because you know how the guidelines be on these platforms and shit. You know what I'm talking about? But you know, it's all in your motherfucking face. It's all in your motherfucking face. It's on the TV, it's in the videos, it's in the music. Nigga, that shit everywhere. That shit everywhere, nigga. So when I speak on it and I got something to say about it, listen, what's up, baby? Appreciate you watching. You up late too, it's time for you to go to sleep. Yeah, so when I talk about it, man, don't you know, let's not make it something. You know what I'm saying? Let's not make it something. So why do you think that is? I know we done all thought about that shit. You chilling, you watching a movie, you might be with your kids, you might be with your girl, you might be with your friends. Some come on, and all of a sudden it's some of that other shit in it. It's something homophobic in it. And it's like, damn, where that come from? But it's a whole reality out here. It's a whole reality out here. That is the reality. You know what I'm saying? When you go anywhere, when you it's everywhere. This is a real reality. But why do you think they put it in such? It's like it's being forced upon us. You know, that type of stuff. It seems like it's forced upon us. You know what I'm saying? Now, for whatever reason, I'm not here to say, you know, right or wrong, good or bad. Okay, you at work. All right, then. Okay, you at work. So I ain't here to say, you know, right, wrong, good or bad. You know, none of that. Just stating the fact. You know what I'm talking about? Just stating the fact. So, if you ever notice, the people that do participate, or the ones that do participate, or even all of this coming out the closet thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people been coming out the closet, the quote unquote, the closet. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you got your Clyde Davises, you know, you got your shit. You got your Diddy's. Now that we know he in trial, I'm talking about him. You know, you got your. Let me see. You know, I can't think of all of them, but you know, off the top, you know what I'm talking about. But you know, it's been a lot of that going on. You know what I'm talking about? So I like to say, and what's being taught about in the masses, or you know what I'm saying, like in the general public opinion, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's an agenda. You know what I'm saying? It's a quote unquote agenda, right? You know what I'm talking about? So if that's the agenda, right? Why do you think that is? And why them type of people get pushed to the front? It seemed like, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like the people that participate in that shit, you know, they kind of pew. You know what I'm talking about? They take a, you know what I'm saying? They take a big step, take a little, you know, and whatever they doing, like it's, you know, it's all type of genres and you know all type of shit people do. You know what I'm talking about? You know, but in any branch of, let's just say any, whether it's education, whether it's, you know, engineering, whether it's entertainment, whether it's you know, whether it's sports, you know, just whatever ground they cover, you know what I'm talking about? It happens in each of those, you know, sectors. You know what I'm talking about? We got a couple of, you know, we got NBA and MLB and NFL players coming out saying this shit. You know what I'm talking about? Rumors of this, rumors of that. You know, we hear it all the time, you know, speculation. You know, when there's smoke, it's fire. Ain't that what they say? You know what I'm talking about? When there's smoke, there's fire. Now, you can't believe everything that you hear. You know what I'm talking about? You can't believe everything what you hear, you know. What they say, don't believe none of what you see, half what you hear, you know, type shit. So, if we expound on that, like, if we expound on that just simplified, just that simplified situation, you know what I'm talking about, or just topic at hand, you know, for the main public, for the people, you know, we feel like this, but we just don't go about saying it. You know what I'm talking about? Now, it's a wave. This shit hit like a train. You know what I'm talking about? This is powerful people. You know what I'm saying? Like when you talk about your LGBTQs and you know that, you know, community, you know, the pride, like that's some real shit. Like, you know, you know, that community take pride in that shit. You know what I'm talking about? But on the flip side, you know, that be a gateway. That shit be a, you know, it be a way to get you to another, you know, get you from point A to point B real quick. You know what I'm talking about? That's one of them ways, you know. Nori from Drink Champs, you know, he had the famous interview talking about the door. It's a door. You can go through this door, or you can go through that door. If you ain't Summit Bradley, what's happening, man? I appreciate you watching. If you ain't seen, you know what I'm saying, like just type in Nori and Nori interview about the door or some shit. You know what I'm talking about? And he kind of broke it down. You done heard Fat Joe say, it's a gay mafia out there. You done heard him say it, like it ain't as famous as the quote Nori said, but it's it's one and the same. Cat Williams, he just had that explosive ass interview last year. He told you about the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of shit coming to the light. You know what I'm saying? Coming to the light. You know what I'm talking about? And it might be where you at. Where you from? What the fuck do you see? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of spooky shit. You know what I'm talking about? It's a lot of spooky shit out here, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like you just never fucking know. DJ Gunnar Hendricks, man, I appreciate you watching. Aaliyah Hughley, I appreciate you watching. You know what I'm saying? It's some spooky shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's things you don't know, and if you knew, it'll blow your motherfucking mind. Like right now, like on some real shit, like right now. It's some people right now, nigga, in your city where you from that you know. They on the down low and you don't even know it. You don't even know it. Might hear it until you hear about it. Like for real, hear about it. And then, you like, nah, I can't believe that. Or damn, I seen it. It might be a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, it's pretty much been solidified that if you gay, you can move further in any field that you in. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand, nor do I feel like, in my daily life, as I go about life, I don't see gay people get mistreated. I don't see people picking on gays, bro. If I come across where I'm from, I don't know where you from or people watching type shit. When I come across gays, wherever they at, they regular as hell. They ain't nobody abusing them and shit. They get love. They just put it like that. You know what I'm saying? It's that's mostly a woman thing, but especially when it's a male. But you got girls liking girls. You know what I'm saying? Straight girls. You know what I'm saying? They really it's an attraction. You know what I'm saying? Woman on woman. Type of thing. Not saying she gay, but she'll say, yeah, I would be attracted to that female, or I like that female. That's not no shit a man can. That ain't no shit men do. But that's on the woman's side. They can do that. You know what I'm saying? But to the topic at hand, just the sheer fact that we see it in Hollywood. If you put on this dress, we gonna go number one. You gonna get you know what I'm saying? You gonna get another movie. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get this position. You gonna get, and that ain't nothing that's far fetched. I don't think there's nothing that's not That's not like reality. That's a reality. May not be yours. You may not know about this shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's a reality. You know what I'm talking about? I'm pretty sure it's a and this goes from local to like state to the United States, you know what I'm saying, or to the world, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm pretty sure in any fields or like part of a city or a state, how they functional infrastructure is as far as governing, like government type shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey Ari, I appreciate you watching, love. Like far as just any little like just how they run shit. You got your city council and your downtown, you got your you know what I'm saying, activists, city, you got your people like it is in your city, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure it's a quote unquote like on some gatekeeping shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't out in the open. It ain't just blatant. You know what I'm talking about? But like on some slick gatekeeping shit. I don't care where you at, nigga. Like I can believe that exists. You know what I'm saying? If you get down like this, we'll give you this. You can do this. You can go here. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking for sure about that. You know what I'm talking about? So, and that go for like, people to get this position, people to oversee that, the manager it is, the you know what I'm saying, the coordinator for that, like those type of shit. You know what I'm saying? If you rocking like that, then you can benefit. And shit, if that's the case, like, then ain't the straight people being like, we should have the motherfucking, like, it should be a hate law for straight people. If that shit going on, you know what I'm saying? Instead of this, instead of the other way around. You know what I'm talking about? Like, cause that keeps shit like, and you say, and like when it come to like brotherhoods and cults and fraternities, sororities, when it come to anything you gotta initiate to get into, you know what I'm saying, anything you gotta take an oath to or get initiated in, like, that shit prevalent. You know what I'm talking about? That shit prevalent as fuck. You know what I'm talking about? I'm a big believer of that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm a big believer of that. You know what I'm saying? And that can get you in these groups. You know what I'm saying? That can get you in these groups. If you would like to join, don't gotta be that. You don't gotta be, gay or no shit like that to join these groups. You know what I'm talking about? But if you approach it that way, it can benefit. It can benefit. You know what I'm saying? Some of your biggest celebrities is, let me say, bisexual. Let me say that. You know what I'm saying? Let me say, or in a closet. You know what I'm talking about? We hear it all the time. It's reported all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta tell you. You already know. It's just something that's thought about. A motherfucker don't really just say it. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to, like just rap about that, you know what I'm saying? Give you something to think about on that. Like it's a real gatekeeping mafia on that type of time. And you can like Nori said, it's a door. You can go through the door or you can go through the other door. And you know what I'm saying? That's just on you. Wave, ride, wave. God damn, ride, wave. God damn. Man, you done crashed the fuck out. I know I'm kind of late getting to it. I heard about it when it happened. You know what I'm saying? I heard about it when it happened. Saw a few like little saw some like clips and little memes and I saw a few things. You know what I'm talking about? I saw a few things, but I ain't really pay attention to it because around the time like it was other shit happening, and you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to soak in on that so I can talk about that shit, but now I gotta get to it. Now I gotta get to it because I ain't forget it. God damn, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't heard, like, Rod Wave, he already out now. It's been reported that he out of jail now. But yeah, man, he shot up his girl G-Wagon 14 times. You know what I'm saying? He got some mean charges in Georgia too. You know, his charges in Georgia, but he out. He made bond. Like, he made a $50,000 bond. But I like them charges he had, man. How the fuck was it 50,000? It must have been. I don't know how. That's a low bond for 14 charges. You done shot up a you know what I'm saying? You done shot up a G-Wagon. Hell no, like that's a low ass bond. But nonetheless though. He made the bond, he out, but goddamn, niggas be crashing out over some pussy for some females, nigga. Like, I don't know, like, what was it? Like, what'll make you want to shoot a bitch 14 times, dog? Straight up, man. What got you that? What got you that riled up? You shot 14 times, my nigga, at the car. I don't know if you were trying to kill the girl, kill somebody else that was in the car. I don't know what he was trying to do. But God, you know what I'm saying, 14 times, man, you like you damn near let off a whole clip at the whip, at the female, man, over the female, man, like goddamn, like you ain't supposed to go out like that, Rodway. You know what I'm saying? Like your health ain't all the way, you know what I'm saying, up to par according to sources and things I've been looking at. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, just last year, Rodway came to Nashville. We'll go to, Nashville up the street from where I'm, what I'm talking about. So a lot of people from the city went to Nashville and he had canceled it. You know what I'm saying? And then they redid it. The concert came again, and I think yeah, hell yeah. Last year he canceled twice on Nashville. Like I don't know whatever else tour or dates or cities that he had to cancel on, but I know last year it happened twice. Bought tickets to one concert, he had to cancel that. Alright, boom. Kept the tickets. If you bought tickets, boom, he came back, he rescheduled it, boom. So we thinking we finna really see him this time, boom, he canceled that one. So, and this was just last year, you know what I'm saying? So, and I think his reason was like, health issues. I ain't just pulling it out my ass. I ain't just talking, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't saying that just to say it. Like, that was his, you know what I'm saying, them was his words, you know what I'm saying, you know, for the people that bought them tickets. But yeah, goddamn, like what the fuck? What make a nigga like shoot at the bitch, man, 14 times or you know, like I don't know, did she cheat? Did she text a nigga? Did you must have caught them in the act? Like it must have been a family member. It must have been like a homeboy, like it had to be something. It had to be something, man. I know you ain't that tender. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, my nigga. Like I don't know what happened. I don't got no backstory as far as this. All we got is like, you know, just, you know, solid plain details type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, the police record, all these charges and shit that's been reported, that's all nigga really got. But it you know, it was reported, you know what I'm saying? He shot at the female, man. G-Wagon 14 times, dog. So I don't know what the fuck going on. Where was your security at? You know, like what, like I don't know. I just got a lot of questions. Man. Like this don't reflect your music. No. This don't reflect your type of music. Rod Wave, like this act right here, you know, getting a gun and shooting it 14 times, trying to get you a score. He was trying to score. Or something. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to score. Or you know, like that was some rage trying to, trying to off something. You know, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like that was that type of action. But your music, like it's kind of sad, or like it's kind of like depressing, or like, you know, I don't want to live no more. I don't want to live no more type shit. Like your music is kind of like, it's, I don't know, it's pain. It's like it ain't the vibe I want to stay on. You know, it ain't it. I can listen to a song or two, but that's it. Or that kind of music. I ain't trying to be down. You know what I'm saying? Like your music kind of, you know, don't get it twisted. Like you him. Like that's a market for that. This just me talking. Nigga, you got millions of women and fans that like that shit. But for me, like that shit be too sad, man. Like I be on some positive, I be on some happy type shit, or like some crunk, some street, some, higher vibrational vibes type shit. I mean, and now I take that back, cause that drill shit, that killing shit, that street shit, that ain't high, quote unquote high vibrational vibes. But it ain't no sad suicidal shit neither though. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like your music is. Sad. I'm about to lose my mind. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to, live no more. I can't take it no more. So, that's kind of shocking to see somebody want to let out 14 rounds at a whip. But that should let you know, man. That should let you know, nigga, the power of a female, nigga. That like niggas crash out over bitches, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or women, or queens, or females. Whatever you want to identify them by, like. And I think that's the number one. You know what I'm saying? I think a nigga go to that extreme over a woman more than anything else. More than anything else. I don't, from what I'm from, like, okay. Hell yeah, man. From what from what I've been observing. Let's just say that. And I don't observe everything. I don't see. I'm just, I'm just peeping what I peep. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, that's tragic, man. Like, even though you out, you know what I'm saying? Even though you out, you gotta, you gotta go to court. You got a court date. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got a court date. And you got some mean charges. The girl can go in there and say she don't want to press charges, so you got that. If you got her in check, y'all straighten that out. However y'all did that, I don't know. Like, if you shot at me 14 times, we not cool no more. But that was your girl. It might have been one of them moments. Maybe that's how y'all fuck with each other. Maybe that's y'all love language. That type of shit. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, you can get her to go to court, and she'll be like, she don't want to press charges. But then you still got them other ones. But that'll take one away. That'll take one or two away type shit. You know what I'm saying? And you in Georgia, Georgia don't really play type shit. So, I can see him getting up. I can see him doing like just probation. A lot of probation. Probably community days, but you might wanna X them out. Let me see. Yeah, they probably hit you with a lot of probation. You a rap star. You gotta go on tour. You do positive shit in the community. You done donated this to this. Yeah, your lawyer gonna juice you up like you running for president. You know what I'm saying? So you got that on your side, but you still got the, you know what I'm saying, you still got the prosecution side. And they gonna beat you up. Like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna beat you up. They ain't gonna prop you up like your lawyer gonna do. Everything good you done ever did, nigga. Your lawyer gonna tell the judge. You know what I'm saying? And depending on the quality of the lawyer, he gon' or she gon' make it sound good, make it stick to the judge. You know what I'm saying? But depending on the prosecution and how hard they want to come at you, how much they want you, or maybe the favor on you. A wise man once told me, you know what I'm saying, you don't want the favor to be on you when it's your turn. You know what I'm talking about? And if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta get into details on that. But I don't see. I'm gonna say I don't see you going to jail. I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Mainly cause you got the girl. If you don't get that girl straight, then you probably gonna do some time for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you'll get probation if the girl ain't in cooperation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I hope you got the girl like you straighten that. You know what I'm saying? You buy her a new G-Wagon. You forgave her for whatever she did. Lord forbid, goddamn, I don't know what it was, but you know what I'm saying. Lord forbid, you know what I'm saying. You forgave her whatever, and y'all, have it go. But goddamn, man, that's the only thing. Pussy, the only thing that'll make a ride wave just crash out like that. That shit. That shit, you can't play with it. You can't play with it, man. But also, ride wave, you can't be sensitive like that, my nigga. Like, at some point, you should have had some emotional intelligence and some self-awareness. Like, I'm motherfucking ride wave. Who is you? Yeah, he should have had some kind of, emotional intelligence and some self-awareness. You know what I'm saying? They teach you this. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to. They supposed to have taught you that. But You know, it ain't easy, you know, controlling emotions though. You know what I'm saying? And you got that whop on you. First thing you gonna do is some shit like that probably, you know what I'm saying? You done got heated in a moment. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people done died like that, you know, so you know, I ain't wishing nothing bad on Rod Wave, man, but it just damn, that's a big crash out. That's a big crash out though, for real. It's gonna take some more. It's gonna take a lot to get you out of this, for sure. So, alright, so we all know Diddy been in the news, he been in the trial. You know what I'm talking about? He been, goddamn, it's been a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's been a motherfucker. Now I don't know what day it is in the trial. I don't know, but I do know this. I do know this. From what I done seen and from what I done heard, Diddy is gonna beat that trial. I don't give a fuck what you say. Diddy is gonna beat this trial, man. Some kind of way he gonna beat it. And this is why I say this. Hear me out. Hear me out. Diddy gonna beat this trial. Why? He on trial for a RICO and racketeering. That's what he on trial. That's what he in jail for. That's what he in jail for. That's what this trial for. RICO and racketeering and, you know, some big boy charges type shit. But all we talking about, all we hearing about, all that's being pretty much reported and shit is freaky shit. That's it. Just a bunch of freak this, freak that. Oh, I had sex with 5 men. Diddy was watching. Oh, I had sex with other men. Diddy watched. And after they ejaculate on me, I rub it on his nipples. He liked that. All that type of freaky shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is disgusting, by the way. Nasty motherfucker. That's crazy. But that's all we talking about. This person, that person, freaking this, freaking that. Everybody pretty much consent to this shit too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hearing nobody say no. Everybody did it. Everybody did the shit. Cassie included. Yeah, she probably got beat on. Well, she did get beat on. You know, we saw the video. She got dragged and all that shit, but seemed to be a participant. Seemed to be a participant, consent. You know what I'm talking about? Now we finally figure out why 50 Cent hate Diddy so much. I didn't know. I thought it was some New York shit and niggas, trying to battle for the top spot, you know what I'm saying? But it was a little deeper than that. A little deeper than that. Way, way deeper than that. Matter of fact. Diddy done took 50 baby mama from him. See, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. I didn't know the details of that. I heard that sometime last year though. They were seen together, spotted together, woo-de-woo. I did hear that. But we now got details. Good details. Like, god damn, good. We got some good details about that shit. Like, what was going on? What we thought was going on. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, 50 Cent and his and the second baby mother that I think her name is Daphne. think. I could be wrong, but nonetheless though, 50 Cent got a baby mama, a second baby mama, and I guess they divorced or broke up. Well, no, they didn't divorce because 50 Cent ain't been married, but they broke up or whatever the case, and I guess out of spite or out of getting some get back or trying to make a nigga mad, typical behavior. She went and started fucking with Diddy. Wow, she go fuck the op. Like, damn, how you go fuck the op? But just how the game go. If it go like that, if it go like that, that's how it go. You know what I'm saying? But she was going for, she was just going. Like, you can tell this had to be spite. This had to be, look, and you really just played yourself. Like you really just played yourself. If you did do that for spite or just for, to make 50 Cent mad, you just did what? Now that's the lowest of the low, bitch. Like, it don't get no lower than that. It don't get no lower than that, bro. So you run over here to Diddy, and then and he got you having sex with 3 men. 3 or 4 times a week for 10 stacks. He got you having sex with 3 men 3 to 4 days a week for 10 stacks. God damn. He lowballed the fuck out of you. But see, you didn't give a fuck about that part, right? Because you was just doing this to make... That got to be the reason, man. Ain't no way. Or you just a stone cold freak that you just went for that? Like you just went for that. Like, damn. And then, she was getting mad that Diddy was doing this and doing that and really didn't, take her serious and, promised her this or some shit, I don't, Hey, Diddy a motherfucker, man. God. So, yeah, 50 probably was hurt about, he probably was hurt about that, bro. He probably was like, nah. He probably like, nah, I don't want to, So, I understand why this nigga always talking about Diddy, always kind of like attacking Diddy, like type shit. So it's the nigga hit your baby moms. So, but depending on how you feel about your baby mom, nigga, you ain't gonna care. Like, if you ain't with her, you don't fuck with her, you ain't, y'all just co-parent, you love her as a mother to your child or whatever the case. If y'all on that type of time, then you don't care about that. But if it ain't like that, if it ain't on the lines of that, yeah, that you feel that you hurt, that hurt. You know what I'm saying? That kind of hurt right there. Or if you off and on fucking with her type shit, like that'll hurt. Yeah, that'll hurt. That'll hurt. Even if you doing your thing and yada, that one to hurt right there. You know what I'm saying? You'll feel that one. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna get back to you. It's gonna put, even though it ain't true, it could be just some shit. Nigga whisper about type shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that Diddy trial, man, it's it don't got nothing to do with the charges that the man is charged with to me. So in that case, I feel like he gonna beat it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the man gonna beat that. I ain't heard nothing too incriminating. I ain't to the point where I feel like he gonna get a conviction. All we been getting is juicy ass stories like I just told. You know what I'm saying? That's all we been getting. You know what I'm saying? Some of the most nastiest, egregious shit you done ever heard is in this Diddy trial, nigga. You know, yeah, that's a wild boy right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a wild boy, and it's crazy. And it's crazy. I heard a story about Frank Lucas. I heard a story about Frank Lucas, man. Very, very famous in Harlem. Very, very famous in Harlem, man. Frank Lucas, he had a driver. Used to drive him around, you know, was his driver. And that driver had got killed. You know, that driver had got killed. That driver had a son and he had a daughter. And the son is Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs. So the story about P. Diddy, man, is kind of, you know, a lot of shit, man. It's like, you know, small world type shit. It's like, oh wow type shit. What a coincidence about that connection. You know what I'm saying? A notorious drug kingpin, you know, from the you know, streets of Harlem, New York, you know, streets of New York. And of course he lived a certain lifestyle, he lived a certain way, and he got a driver. You know what I'm saying? And this he got a driver, and something happened to the driver. And the driver just happened to be, you know, P. Diddy, and I guess Diddy got a sister, so like you know, who would ever knew, you know, the boy, you know, he'll grow up to be on some freaky shit like this, but yeah, man, I mean, like the trial ain't got shit to do with racketeering and the RICO and all this big boy, you know, Teflon Don, you know, mafia shit, man. It ain't got nothing to do with that, man. It's just a bunch of freaky shit. You know what I'm saying? And we learned possibly, you know, Lauren London, you know, we got a lot of details out of that relationship with her and Nipsey Hussle and how she was involved with Cassie. You know what I'm saying? That's huge. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, cause that connection with Diddy and Nipsey Hussle, that was just odd to me. I'm like, damn, where did Diddy come from in this? But, you know, it's the industry. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. When I seen the link, you know, I was like, damn, I would have never thought, I would have thought Nipsey Hussle would probably, you know, link up with somebody else other than, you know, a Diddy. But you know, the music turned out fire, you know what I'm saying? You know, Nipsey put out that, you know, classic CD. And but we just got more details, and now you can see how that connection even came about. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Laura London, okay, boom, Cassie, okay, you know, now it kind of makes sense and it ain't too foreign. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah, like, so you know, the trial gonna keep going. And I guess all we gonna hear is some more freaky ass shit that we probably don't want to hear, but we gonna hear anyway. And when it's all said and done, Diddy gonna beat the trial. Just watch and see.